Hey girlfriends, welcome back to the channel for another video this week. If you're new here, my name is GeranikaMycia, but all my friends call me G. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back this week and clicking on my face. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do not forget to follow me over on Instagram, my girl, for all of the fabulous updates, and come back each week for weekly uploads. So today's video, we're going to be talking about the Hermes Oran Sandals. Now, I get so many questions on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, DMs, emails. Girl, you guys want to know all the deets on the Hermes Oran sandal, and I feel like I can finally make this video and give my 2 cents, put my 2 cents in a little pot, because at this point, girl, I feel like I have a lot of these sandals and we got some things to talk about. So if you're interested in this sandal and you just don't know what sizing, is it comfortable, is it worth my money, I got you, my girl, I got you. So just keep watching. But before we get all into the details, I actually just received 2 new pairs, girl. What could I say? I like what I like, I want what I want, okay? And I tried to do this thing where I was like, okay, when I like something, I don't have to buy it in every color. This shoe, nah, scratch that. I need it in every color, okay? So before we get into the video, I'm going to show you guys the unboxing of the 2 pairs that I actually got. So yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay, now do you see why I'm like literally obsessed? The yellow and that apple green, just scrumptious, okay? But as I was purchasing these shoes, I did run into a few little things that I was like, okay, this is different, and all of the things. So let's just hop right into it. All right, girl, so they're actually cutting the grass, so I hope you guys do not hear that, but if you do, I'm sorry, excuse it, girl, I don't know. But let's get right into the number one thing I get asked the most, and that is going to be, what size should I get? I'm going to just speak on my experience with the sizing. Now, I'm a US 9, which translates into a UK 39. With the Hermes Oran sandals, I keep hearing that, well, when I was trying to buy mine, I kept hearing that it was a very narrow shoe, which I 100% agree. Now, I would not say I have wide feet, but I do have slightly flat feet. When it comes to the sandals, the first pair I've ever purchased was a 40, and that is going to be my orange child. The New Orleans just hopped out of my throat, girl. It's gonna be the orange pair. I got those in a 40, and I also got my pony hair tiger print, and also in a 40. When it comes to the 40, I would never, in this sizing with this shoe, I would never suggest go up a full size. For me, I find these shoes, when you wear them, they definitely give, they stretch out. So with the 40, when I first got them, they was like, oh, these fit. I had a little room, but nothing major. As I continue to wear this shoe, it really gave, and now the shoe is slightly too big. It kind of like, it's one of those shoes when I walk, you have to kind of like grip your feet just a little, nothing major. But moving forward, I would never go up in a whole size with these shoes and get a 40. I kind of like, through trial and error, was learning that. Then I was like, okay, let's just go to a 39. I got a few pair in a 39. Now with the 39 to 40, the difference is going to be a lot. When I say a lot, I mean I saw a difference in length and width. And also remember, the shoe is going to give, so you do not want to go up a full size. Now with the 39 and 39 and a half, the difference I see, for me, I see slightly, it's like, I actually looked it up on the Hermes website, it's a ½ of an inch difference in the width. I don't see a major difference in the actually I don't see any difference in the length of the shoe with the 39 and 39 and a half, but I do see a major difference for me, it feels major. It's more comfortable, I'll say that, with the width of the shoe. So when I googled it and say the 0.5, I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense. It kind of like give you that comfort. So for me, in the Hermes Oran Sandal, I said all that to say, I've come to realize I am a true 39.5, 39 and a half in this shoe, because it just gives me that width. Because like I said, I have flat feet, which kind of makes it a little uncomfortable. Would I say this shoe fits for narrow feet? Yes, I feel like these shoes are meant to fit narrow feet. They're not really wide feet friendly. I can't really speak on wide feet. I would definitely say you need to go up a size, whether it's a half a size or you want to try a whole size, because the cut of the shoe, it can definitely dig into the sides of your feet and it can be very uncomfortable. So if you have wide feet, I would definitely say size up, half a size to a full size, if whichever makes you comfortable. With the Hermes Oran Sandals, you can definitely return them. You can get another pair, so don't worry about getting them and won't be able to return them. Whether you have a Hermes in your close to you in your city or not, you can also just return them online. Now if you have narrow feet, I would definitely say get your true size, because these are going to fit you perfect. And always when buying these shoes, when you're in the store and you feel like, oh, these are a little snug, always, whether you're getting the Epson leather or the smooth leather, always keep in mind that this shoe is going to give, girl. And don't make the mistake I did and go up a full size because you think, oh, these are a little too tight. No, this leather definitely gives, and it gives very quick. I'm talking about a few wears, maybe 2 to 3 wears, you're going to feel that looseness come in the shoe. So definitely, if you have wide feet, I would say go up half a size to a full size. If you have narrow feet, I would say get your regular size. Or if you're like me, you have flat feet, it's not really narrow or wide, you're kind of like in between or not, you can't relate to both, I would say just get a half a size up, because you're not going to see that much difference in the length, but you're going to get that 0.5 difference in the width. So it's not going to be a major difference. So that's my take on the sizing. Now let's move into comfort. I'm going to speak from, like I said, from my experience. When it comes to this shoe, for me, straight out the box, I would say this shoe on a scale of 1 to 10 in comfort, it is like a 4. 3, 4, okay? To me, it's not really comfortable. It can be very slippery. They have a little cushion, but this shoe is very flat and it can be hard. I find these shoes to get more comfortable as I wear them. Maybe like I break them in, maybe on my like 3rd to 4th wear, I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable now. But that first time me wearing them, they're not the most comfortable shoe. I know that's gonna sound crazy for the price, but I still love this shoe, okay? I'm gonna get into why I love them. But when it comes to, like I said, comfort, I'm gonna give them, straight out the box, I'm gonna give it a 3 to 4. Once I keep wearing them, I'm gonna go up to like, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm not gonna go as comfortable as a 10, because I've had so many different slides, like my Arizona Love slides. I have so many different other shoes that's more comfortable than this shoe. So out the box, we're going to give it a 3. Once I get comfortable, I break the shoe in, we're going to give it an 8 when it comes to comfort. The next question I get the absolute most, gee, how do you get the colors? Like, how do you snag a pair of the colors? Now, I've come to quickly realize when it comes to the Hermes Oran sandal, I personally like this sandal in the vibrant colors. I feel like Hermes does a great job with these colors. And also, I like to get the pairs of the Oran sandals that's fully covered, meaning the soles, the bottoms, the trimming of the shoe, the leather, everything on this shoe is going to be one color. That's my vibe. I have not tried any other sandals that have like the different tones and textures and stuff. Not really my vibe. I like to just stick with the ones that I like. But how I get the colors on the Hermes website, if you constantly check back, if we're being honest, y'all, I'm a stalker for things that I want, okay? And a lot of people, you may not believe me, but I put this on everything I love. I check the Hermes Oran Sandal website, that tag, every single day, multiple times a day. You know how most people go to Instagram just to scroll? I'm on Fashion Pal, Farfetch, and Hermes, just like what colors are available, constantly, all day. That's just what I do. That's honestly how I snag them. I'm always on the website. What I've realized over the years of me stalking a website every day, multiple times a day, if you're up at the randomest times of the hour, I'm gonna say the wee hours of the morning or night, whatever you want to call them, between those hours of 1 a.m. and maybe 5 a.m. that's when I always snag my Hermes Oran Sandals. The two that you guys would have seen at the beginning of the video, the orange and not the orange, the yellow and the green, literally purchased those at like 4:30 a.m. They restock. And even when you see them out of stock, they sometimes come back in stock in different sizes randomly, constantly randomly. Actually, with the yellow, when I clicked on, they had my size. I clicked on the green because I wanted to purchase them both together. They didn't have my size. I was like, okay, cool. Let me just hurry up and check out with the yellow. If you're on the website and you're shopping for a color and they have your size, I promise you, you better hurry up and get to that cart and check out. Because if you try to like scroll and look through other things and see what's going on, when you go to check out, it's gonna say this item is no longer available. These shoes sell out within seconds. It's constantly just coming back, gone, coming back, gone. So with the yellow, I learned my lesson because I lost out on another color. So I hurried up and checked out. By the time that I checked out with the yellow, refreshed it, went back and see if the green was back in stock, literally had my size in the green. I hurried up and purchased it, and as I was purchasing, I was also on my phone on the Hermes website, and I was on the computer. As soon as I refreshed on my computer, it said sold out. My size was instantly sold out. I guess I got the last pair because I had already checked out. It's just, I know a lot of people are like, girl, I don't got time for all the, I don't got time for it. Me personally, when I want something, I got time, okay? I ain't doing nothing, I got time. So that's literally how I snag those two. I've never really had luck going into the boutique. A lot of people, like if you live in the Miami area, if you're in, I'm not gonna lie to you and say New York, because girl, New York will play with your time, okay? I was in New York one time and tried to get a pair. They played with me. The shoe, by the time I left Brooklyn and got to the meatpacking district, the shoe was gone. They didn't even hold it. So disrespectful. But a lot of people tell me that they find the best colors in Miami, which is, of course, it's Miami, in the design district. So check your local Hermes boutique. I've never been that girl to get a pair in the boutique because they either never have my size, they always have the brown, black, or white. I don't really want those. I feel like if I'm going to pay this type of money on a shoe, I'm going to stick to the vibrant colors. Now I've been thinking about getting the black, but I'm not in a rush to get those because they're always available. So if you want a color, I will always say constantly check the website. Even if you go and you don't see your size, they always restock. And also check your local boutique. Now when I was actually ordering the last two pair that you guys just seen, I realized the difference. I'm so used to buying these shoes that I know what my total is going to be. My total is usually $687. I'm like, okay, cool, I already know what I'm getting myself into. I went back and then my total this time, I never look at the price of the Oran Sandals. I just add my size, get to the cart, because I'm trying to check out before my size sell out. I get to the cart and my size, my total was $720, and I'm like, okay, I don't have time to really think about this. I'm about to just check out and then we're gonna think about it later. And then when I went back, I was like, oh, they did a whole price increase. They did a $30 price increase, and I was like, okay, it's making sense. If we're being honest, if you are into this shoe, I would definitely say start getting into this shoe now, because I personally, from my expectation, well, not expectations, but I feel like this shoe is a shoe, it's going to keep going up in price. This shoe is becoming very, very popular, and you know Hermes do not play them games, okay? They do not like it. They do not want everybody buying it. When I was in New York and I went to pick up the blue pair that I was looking for, I started talking to one of the sales associates. She was like, she looked at my account. She was like, oh, I see you have a lot of Hermes Oran Sandals on your thing. She was like, yeah, when you ever come in store, there's a possibility that they're only going to limit you to buying one pair. Because the day that I went to get the blue, I was trying to buy 3 pairs because they all dropped on the same day. And she was like, yeah, most likely they're going to try to like get you sooner or later they're going to try to start limiting how many pairs you can buy. They're going to start regulating how many pairs of sandals and accessories you can buy within, I guess, a certain time period or whatever. So I was like, okay, we don't like that for us, but okay. So I said all of that to say, if you are into this shoe, I would definitely say, one, start getting into it now. Start trying to collect the colors that you want, because I can see this shoe going all the way up to, like, right now this shoe retails for $660. It used to retail for $630. I actually remember when this shoe was like $5 something, and now it is $660. I can see this shoe going all the way up, like the high 7s, almost into the 800 round. The Oran sandals, if you want to get them in the exotic skins and prints and textures, these shoes, I've seen them on the Hermes Oran sandal. They had some python ones, y'all. They were literally like $2,200. These things can go up into crazy prices, but when it comes to the original Epson leather and the smooth leather, those were usually like kind of the entry level prices, which was the $630. I can see these being, over time, they're gonna go up. Me personally, I feel like once they get into the high 7s, that's when I'm gonna just bow down, and I'm like, I'm not paying that for a slide. Although I do love these slides, it's just not worth it. So if you're into this slide, I would definitely say start getting your pairs and your colors now, because even on the pre-loved market, this is a shoe that I would never suggest buying pre-loved, because the premium on the pre-loved market on these shoes, Fashion File would literally sell these shoes for like $980. The shoe retail for $660. You're gonna pay a premium. I personally would never suggest buying these shoes pre-loved. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just wait to see what other colors they're gonna come out with. When it comes to the Oran sandals, I've also come to realize I personally would always recommend getting the Epson leather. The Epson leather is the textured leather. With that shoe, it is very durable. It does not crease, and I find I don't have to really worry about them. They always look new. Every time I wear my Oran sandals, I do wipe them down before I put them back in the box. You can use a magic eraser or whichever you like. I live for a magic eraser, girl. It literally, mind blown. It really works. Chef's kiss, okay? When it comes to the smooth leather, that shoe creases so easy, and I personally, I do not like that look. The shoe looks so worn. You can literally, I only have one pair of the smooth leather, and I just was trying on a shoe in the house just to kind of like see, you know, if I like it. And I could, even if I didn't like it, I couldn't send it back because it was so creased just from me walking around the house for a few minutes. And I was like, oh, I would never pay for another pair of these slides in the smooth leather. I personally would never recommend it. But if you get like the brown, it's in smooth leather. If you get the white, it's in smooth leather. And I believe the black, smooth leather. So, but with those colors, I feel like anytime I see the white, black, or brown and it have creases, it's okay because it gives you like that age, elegance. It reminds me of like a Gucci mule. When you see the creases in a Gucci mule, it just have like this, it just looks better, I'll say that. So with those colors, I'm okay with it having a little creasing. But I find when you get the smooth leather in like the vibrant colors, it makes the shoe look very worn and old. So I personally would always recommend getting the Epson leather. Now, I received both of these shoes 2 days apart. And one thing I realized, if you've ever had Hermes Oran sandals, this is the original box for the Hermes Oran sandal, the flat shoe box. I'm not sure if they changed the boxing, but what I did realize was this is the yellow pair, and the green, which are these, they came in this more of a Hermes shoebox. So maybe they're changing up the packaging, I'm not sure. But for me personally, I like the flat box. By me having so many, I find that these are easy to store in my closet because they're not as chunky as this shoebox. For those of you who may be asking, why did you get these? You already have a yellow pair. What I wanted to show you guys is, oh, hold on. Okay, as you see, this right here is more of a summer, vibrant lemon yellow. Girl, the New Orleans is jumping out today, okay? She's like in full effect. This color right here is more of a golden mustard yellow. So this is a shoe that I don't mind having both of these colors, because this right here, I will only wear this in spring, summer. This right here is a shoe that I can wear spring, summer, or I could even transition this slide into the fall, winter. I do live in the South, girl, and it does not get really cold here. So this is a perfect fall shoe that I can just like mix in for a little pop of color, depends on what I'm wearing. So as you can see, I don't know if you can, maybe if I turn it like this, you can see the color difference. So there, it's not the same shoe. I said all that to say that it is not the same shoe, my girl. All right, now lastly, is it worth the money? Is this shoe worth $660? Me personally, I'm gonna say yes, because I get my cost per wear out this shoe. Y'all, these are shoes that it's to the point where I don't need to buy any other slides, because these shoes go with everything. Whether I want to dress up or I'm dressed down, I'm casual, I want to be a little more elegant, this shoe go with everything. Whether I have on jeans or I have on a nice summer dress, I have yet to come across a look that I couldn't pull out a pair of Hermes Oran Sandals. Right now, I do plan on buying more colors. Depends on what colors they come out with. I need them in every color, girl, because I'm literally obsessed. I'm constantly going for these shoes, like constantly. They look so good with like anklets, and this is just like fun colors. Fun shoe, fun colors, and I feel like this is also a shoe that is timeless. This is something that you can have in your wardrobe for years and years and years to come. It's not that, of course it's trendy, but this is not something that's, oh my god, these are trendy and they're gonna go out of style. The Hermes Oran Sandals, they're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They've been around and they're going to continue to be around. So this is definitely a shoe that, from my point of view, I'm going to say yeah, this shoe is worth the money. And for it to be Hermes, I feel like it could be more expensive, because you know with Hermes, girl, they gonna put that tag on that thing, and you gonna pay for that thing, okay? So I'm personally gonna say it's worth it. All right, girlfriends, so that is all that I have for this video. I hope that this video was super helpful, because I get a lot of questions on these slides. If I didn't answer any questions that you might have, go ahead and comment down in the comment section, and we can, you know, chat. I can answer your questions there. But overall, I absolutely love these sandals. I just do not see myself not buying more. So yeah, girl. And these shoes, the colors, they are seasonal, so you just really have to be on the lookout. You can join the stalker club with me and just stalk them if you have time. If you got time to scroll on Instagram, girl, you got time to scroll on the Hermes site. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, girl, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see my girls in the next one.